Hi everyone, today we're going to be going over the Bitcoin open interest chart and how you can use this tool to help improve your Bitcoin investing and analysis. This chart, as well as many others, are all freely available on lookintobitcoin.com, your number one source for Bitcoin information. If you haven't already, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to ensure you're receiving all of our content as soon as it's released. So what is the Bitcoin open interest chart? Well, it is showing us the total value of all derivative contracts currently being traded on a number of crypto exchanges. So we can see here, as we hover, we can see the different crypto exchanges, and beneath we can even isolate them to see them one by one. So what are derivative crypto contracts? So rather than trading Bitcoin on its own, what is known as spot Bitcoin, you can trade Bitcoin derivatives. Now these derivatives can come in a few different forms, such as futures and options, but all these really do is allow access to traders to either short the market, which is betting on the Bitcoin price going down, or trade with leverage, which is essentially borrowing capital to gain more exposure to the market. So all this is really showing us is showing the total amount of money in USD terms or in BTC terms that traders have put into these contracts to try and gain a profit. And immediately what we can see in USD denominated terms, this has a very strong correlation to the underlying price of BTC. This is really just due to the fact that if Bitcoin's price drops in value significantly, then all of the open contracts by default are just going to decrease in value as the underlying contract, the underlying BTC price has decreased. So I think the best way to view this chart is to see in BTC denominated terms. Now what this is showing us is the open interest of derivative contracts when using BTC as the denomination. And as we can see, there is some correlation with price. However, often it is an inverse correlation as well. Rather than just increasing as the underlying price increases, like it does often do, in many circumstances it increases as the price is actually decreasing, such as when we got the big drop from around $30,000 to sub $20,000. Now what this is indicating is that usually in circumstances like this, a lot of traders are beginning to take short positions. As open interest is increasing while price is decreasing, it can really indicate that either people are taking a lot of short positions in the market and trying to gain their exposure on betting on Bitcoin price continuing to decrease, or it may be people trying to buy the dip. These may be people that think Bitcoin's price cannot dip any lower and are willing to bet with leverage that price is going to increase in the near future. Now, on the contrary, when Bitcoin's open interest begins to increase as price is increasing, this usually indicates, again, people are willing to take bigger positions. They're willing to bet more on the fact that Bitcoin's price is either going to continue increasing or open interest may be increasing as people begin to try and short Bitcoin once again. They believe price is topping out and are willing to bet on price going down in the near term, so the Bitcoin open interest increases in those circumstances too. I think the best way to use this chart is almost as a gauge for upcoming volatility. As we can see, periods such as around here, when the Bitcoin open interest increased substantially while the price was decreasing, again, this could have been a mix of people adding to their short positions or trying to buy the dip. But really, if you were just betting on a breakout incoming, you could have potentially caught the opportunity of Bitcoin's price increasing from sub $20,000, around $19,000, up to above $21,000, near $22,000. A fairly substantial price increase in a fairly short amount of time, just due to the fact that so many traders were willing to bet on the Bitcoin price movement coming up next that volatility was almost due. So just to summarize, the Bitcoin open interest chart shows us the total value of open derivative contract volume across some of crypto's largest exchanges in both USD and BTC denominations. These derivative contracts do not trade actual BTC, but a traded contract derived from the BTC price. These can come in many different forms, such as futures contracts or options. Derivatives allow for traders to short Bitcoin, betting on the price going down, and trading using leverage. This is borrowing capital to increase your underlying exposure to the asset. If you like this video, then please visit lookintobitcoin.com. Bitcoin data analytics can be complicated, but we want to help you understand the key principles so you can optimize your Bitcoin trading and investing. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to learn about all our other charts and gain even more insights. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.